Hello, and welcome to another episode of Black Girls Do Have Amazing Superpowers with your girl, Paula Marie. Let me ask you something. What's your superpower? Hey, ring that bell and make sure you subscribe. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, aka Black Girls Do Pilates, aka OMG. I got so many superpowers. I don't know what to do. I am on with a very, very special guest today, and we are talking about products and competition. And this is your way to support Black business at its finest. So, we've been talking about Black businesses and repping Black businesses and supporting Black businesses. Well, I got a Black business that I know each and every one of you use. So, welcome my guest, Martika Jones. Martika is the co-founder and the CEO of iLinkPro.me. It is a digital marketing startup company, and it is going to put Linktree on pause. It's going to do it. Martika, how are you doing today, girl?
I'm great, Paula. Thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor.
I'm excited. I stalked you. I stalked you. I stalked you, and I stalked you to get this time slot. I was excited. Martika and I are in a group, a Facebook group together, and she posted her link. And I said, wow, that's like a cool company. And I wanted to know more about this Black Girl Magic, and this digital marketing startup company, because again, we're showcasing our faces where you wouldn't normally think you would see our faces. So, Martika, tell us a little bit about your company.
Thank you so much, Paula. This company is iLinkPro, is kind of like a sub company of our mother company, which is Collage LLC. What we do is we make digital marketing products that help build your digital marketing strategy. And this all originated essentially from wanting to build a better relationship between brands and influencers, since we live in
Mhm.
that tech age where now we're doing a bunch of like word of mouth and getting influencers and stuff like that. I realized that um, you small businesses and micro influencers needed the digital presence that they deserve rather than just big companies. And we are currently working on a different product, but the iLink Pro was kind of like that step towards what can we do quickly and efficiently to get micro influencers and small brands out there so that they can have that first digital impression, which is very important online. And we came up with iLink Pro. We knew that Linktree was out there, but we knew that we could make something not even only more efficient, but just better aesthetically and technology wise. So iLink Pro, think of it like your digital portfolio. You can put all of your creativity in this one little app. You can put all your links, your affiliate links, show off your company. We also have streaming integration, which is amazing for our content creators, like fellow content creator like Paula. You can add your YouTube videos right there on your page, so put them between your link buttons. If you Twitch, if you stream live on Twitch, you can have all your viewers go straight to that iLink Pro page and don't even have to go to Twitch. Same with Vimeo, Spotify. You're a musician, you have your podcast on Spotify. They can listen right there while looking at all your other content. So essentially, connect with your audience in a single click. So that's kind of iLink Pro in a nutshell.
Okay. And so you mentioned Twitch a couple of times, and you may have
Yeah.
said this, I just didn't catch it. What exactly is Twitch? Oh, it froze for a second. So take a little bit for the internet to give us permission to jump back in. That internet, I tell you, it is the we gonna keep it popping though. So
I
I was
understand.
I was just asking about Twitch because you referenced it a couple of times, and you may have referred to it and answered this question. I just didn't catch it. What exactly is Twitch?
Twitch is an online streaming platform. Is mostly recognized by gamers. So if you've seen like live streamers stuff like that, my husband and I do live streams. We love video games, and it's Twitch.tv. But that's where you can essentially, you don't have to be a gamer. They have like IRL, so in real life streams, creative streams. So if you like to paint and you want to do it live for people, it's essentially just that live way of connecting with your audience. But we have that integration with Twitch, so you can add that onto your iLinkPro and people can watch you live directly from there. And we also know that it's super annoying to have that one link in your bio on Instagram, and Instagram just won't let us be great and share all of our stuff. So iLinkPro solves that initial problem where we are your link hub. You can add whatever you want in that one single link and just put that in your Instagram bio, and that's your impression.
So instead of clicking, because this is what happens on Linktree, you click on the link if Linktree is your link on Instagram, and then you go to Linktree, and then you have like all of these links that you've placed inside, and you choose which one you want. Are you saying that LinkPro, when we click on a iLinkPro link on Instagram, it automatically opens up all of the options and we can just pick from there?
From iLinkPro is similar to Linktree. So when you click an iLinkPro link, it'll have those links or whatever you put in there. And but the thing is that if you have, let's say, your YouTube video, that embed code that you have for YouTube, or actually you just need the video link. What you can do is when you let's say you go to edit and you want to add a YouTube video, you can actually see that live YouTube video under like whatever links
like
you have.
The icon of it.
Yeah, rather than that icon, it's the actual video itself.
Oh.
Yeah. So actual YouTube videos and links you can put on top, under it, whatever. And then Spotify playlist, your whole playlist is there. So if you're an artist and you have an album, people can literally click on the songs right there in your iLinkPro. Like it looks like a mini Spotify in iLinkPro.
Wow.
So yeah, so we have the actual touch integrations and everything. So you don't have to it doesn't have to open up another app to YouTube. It doesn't have to open up another app to Spotify or Twitch. Everything is right there. So you can watch videos, do whatever right there on that single link.
So I'm going to post this video on my iLinkPro, and I'm going to download this on my Spotify podcast on my iLinkPro.
Exactly. All of it just right there.
Martika, we're going to be everywhere with this video. I'm going to post it everywhere.
I love that. But yeah, I mean, iLinkPro, it's great. That was one of our first integrations, and we knew that streaming content is huge in today's time. So why not, we need instant gratification. That's the time that we live in with our generation, and you don't want to fish to find good information, because after a while, like a few seconds or a few minutes, you're like, I'm done. I don't want to try to find that good content. So if you have good content and you want that right there in their face, like, bam, this is what I want you to see, here's my latest video, post it. We give you that, we give you that freedom, and your creativity, honestly, the sky's the limit when it comes to your creativity and what you can put on iLinkPro. And we're constantly evolving and adding things so that you can personalize as much as you want, including the background and everything. So custom backgrounds, we're working on a few things I can't talk about yet, but I'm super excited for you guys. But let's just say my chief technology officer he's great. He's a blessing. I met him last year, and I can tell you that if I didn't meet him, there would be no product. But it's awesome. So we're constantly evolving and creating stuff, and we're just gonna be sending you guys newsletters, and hopefully we can get more people on, because right now we're just trying to get the word out. Yeah, let people know we're better. We're better than Linktree, and trust me, they know we exist. They do. And
said it. She didn't play with it, y'all. She said they are better.
Yeah, we are better, and I feel like they know it.
I threw it down.
Yes, I threw it down, and I'm letting you guys know they know we exist. They're feeling it. I know people who have canceled their iLinkPro and they've switched to us, and I know that they've seen those numbers of people just, that inactivity. And I've seen a few newsletters that they're trying to copy our work. So come on, guys.
Yeah. So
Come on,
listen,
guys.
how did you, because you said that you just met your one of your partners that you're working with a year ago. When did this really start to become like a thing? Like how long ago or short ago was it?
So I would say, where are we in? Time is going by so fast. July,
Mhm.
right? I would say exactly a year ago is when I met Santos, my CTO. And we've been ideating collage since last January when I started the entrepreneurship program here in Tampa. Um, we were just kind of, we've always wanted to help small businesses and micro influencers, and George and I are techies, so my husband and I, we constantly have these ideas, but we never knew how we could implement it. We're baby coders, so
Right.
we can't do all the AI and stuff. And I'm just thankful for the University of Tampa because they were able to put me in touch with some people and network, and we were able to find Santos. And I would say we didn't become incorporated till November, and iLinkPro didn't become a thing until probably between, I would say, December. We were developing it, and February is when we launched
Right
our
before the
initial product,
pandemic. Right
right before the
before.
pandemic. And so
Yeah.
you can sympathize and
How
empathize.
perfect is that? We're
Yes.
all sitting at home chilling, and here you come with a better way for us to chill harder.
Look, I'm telling you, I was like, am I helping? Am I hurting? I was just like,
No, because this video podcast was built out of the pandemic because I literally had time to be still and implement and take the step. It's been on my list. You have that whole list of what you want to do and how you want to do it, but you never had
yeah.
time to get to it. The pandemic allowed me to do that. And sounds like the pandemic was a blessing for you too, because it
Yes.
allowed you were already in position for us people that are sitting here creating and trying and are serial entrepreneurs or multiple creators, because when you're creative you're usually not creative in just one aspect. You normally have like a whole like soup of things that you're really
Yep.
creative in, and it's like how do I get all of that out there? And so it consumes us, and we've been creating a lot during the last few months, and you were right there waiting for us with your arms open.
I can tell you, I was just like, this pandemic, a lot of, and I know it's hard, and I can, and it's definitely a tragedy in some ways, but in some ways too, it can also be a blessing if you can see that silver lining, with what's all that's happening. Um, and it was kind of like at first we hit a lull, we were like we had this launch and then it hit, and we were just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's not, interns and everything. It's kind of hard to stay motivated when you have all of this chaos going on. And
Hmm.
then it also sparked our creativities because when you actually sit back and look at the big picture, you can kind of see, oh, wow, this is a huge opportunity for us. I see more people creating and trying to reach out and, um, you know, really trying to, get certain points out and talk about what they believe in and stuff. And I'm like, this is us connecting, like really connecting.
Right.
And I want to be that buffer, that middleman that helps the audience and that creator connect. And so this is when we really started trying to push, really hard. And then when we created that, so that's
And
why
so
we're here.
in your story, you said you went, the University of Tampa helped connect you with Santos. How did that work? Like, how were you connected with the university? Because this could be a nugget for someone who is looking for ways to connect the thought, the idea, and how to marry it or join it with the other piece that they don't have. Like, how do we put those pieces together?
Yeah. Yeah, so with the University of Tampa, when I joined the entrepreneurship program, it's the MS, and the Master of Science in Entrepreneurship. they kind of do things a little bit differently. It's a year program, so I started in January and ended in December.
Mm-hmm.
And think of it kind of like Shark Tank almost. That's kind of the best way to explain it. And they take you through, the ideation phase. You're constantly having to pitch. Excuse me, but that means I had to get over my performance anxiety. Me
Mm-hmm.
as a trombonist, you think, oh, I can perform in front of people, but the nerves never went away.
Right.
Never. So pitching your idea, you're like, oh my gosh, all these people are listening. And so it's constantly getting to the point where you're so confident about your product and you can answer any questions about it. And then you have these things called entrepreneurs in residence, where you can find a mentor that kind of fits in your space. So mine is Mike Puma. I believe, yeah, he's the CMO of Century 21. And he's a huge marketing person. And I love him to death. And we would go meet at Starbucks and we would ideate and stuff. And it's because of him that I met Santos. So it's really getting that mentor and he knows people. And I just could not find anybody. I could tell you I was outsourcing to India at the time, trying to
Mm-hmm.
get my website coded. And I was thinking that maybe, and I was kind of starting in the wrong
Right.
area. I'm trying to get, I'm like,
And
I want it to
sending
look like
money.
this. Yes, and sending money, and I lost thousands. I can tell you, I lost thousands, and I was not in a position to lose thousands. But you had to put yourself out there. I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta spend some to get some, right? So I did that, and when I met Santos, he was just like, here's Santos. He's wonderful. If he can't do it, I don't know anybody who can, essentially, right?
Okay.
And I was just like, okay. He loved it. We talked. We met several times. He ended up becoming a co-founder, and it was wonderful. He told me, take your loss. Tell them, fire them over there overseas. I got you. And ever since, I mean, it's just been a blessing. So
Right.
it was worth that hardship and what I was dealing with overseas, to find him, because it was like, I have to find somebody. I eventually just had to get over my fears of, giving up a portion of my company and, and reaching out and trying to find that. So definitely take advantage of those resources you have if you're especially at school and all that's available to you for free.
Right.
That's a huge thing for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of like business.
Allergies.
I know, right? Internet and allergies,
Ridiculous.
honey. The
Internet
internet
and
and the
allergies, guys.
allergies. But a lot of entrepreneurial nuggets, right? Because one of my hats as the Ebony Biz Diva is to work with online companies, online entrepreneurs who are starting or need to pivot. They've either started, like you said, you started your business, you were working in one direction with India, you found out that it was a dead end, it wasn't getting you what you needed, and you were spending a lot of money on it in the process, and you needed to pivot, and you shifted and you made a shift and you made a pivot, and it ended up working best for you. And I think that's something that entrepreneurs need to not be afraid of, is that we feel like, I've already started this journey, I've already put this money in going in this direction, I don't want to lose my traction, even though there's no traction because you've seen no momentum, nothing stuck. But because you push through, you want to continue to push through, and there's a fear to switch it up, to change, to go in a different direction, or as I like to say, pivot. So I think if you had not have pivoted, you would not have been ready for the pandemic. You would have still been pushing. And I think entrepreneurs need to hear that lesson, because the one thing the pandemic has shown each and every one of us, whether you're an entrepreneur or what, you could be a mother, you could be a business owner, you can be whoever. Change needs to happen. Now, you can either
Yep.
change with it or you can stay stuck. And nobody wants to stay stuck. And we all had to figure out how to pivot during this time. We had to figure out how to pivot financially. We had to figure out how to pivot
Mm-hmm.
on our jobs and how to pivot as we talk to our employers. We had to pivot with our children. We had to pivot with our way of life and what we're comfortable with, and how we just view things. I think we had to pivot. So that was one lesson that I got from it. And then the other lesson is, you spent the money.
Yeah.
Like most of us, you know, we're fearful of spending the money, but it's almost like you've got to go a route or ride down that journey to figure out what's not working so that you can say, I've done that. That doesn't work. That doesn't serve me or my business, right?
Hmm.
So then you're not afraid to pivot because you went 100, right? And you said, oh, this is not working.
Yep.
So, and I know that was probably a difficult decision, right?
Oh yeah, it was very difficult. This is I can tell you and tell everybody, won't sugarcoat it. That is not a position that you want to be in when you are out of pocket so much money, but then you're
Mm-hmm.
also afraid of the pivot because you know that, oh, it might change my business plan. But here's one
Yeah.
thing: you can write a business plan all day. I had like a 40-page business plan. I can tell you right now, it's never going to be exactly what you wrote down. It is always going to constantly change some aspect of it.
Right.
So, and with me being OCD, I'm like, I could not, I could not accept that. I was like, I'm gonna go. But then after a while, it's like you just you have to take that jump.
I'm
You really do.
OCD too, girl. I'm a Capricorn. What's your sign?
Aries, so I'm
Yeah.
hard headed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard for us because we planned it out.
We planned it out.
We did the work. We researched it. It should be what we wanted it to be,
I'm
right?
like, my calculations can't be wrong.
Right.
Like I did it to the T. Like I've been up all night. I spent 12 hours on this business plan. Hold on, wait.
Right. It should look the way I want it to look.
Like I want it how I want it. And that's exactly
Exactly.
how I am.
Yeah, it's difficult. And I think also that comes back to branding and messaging, right? So when you are working on your business and being clear about your branding, it doesn't matter what tweaks or changes that occur because your branding and messaging, if it's concise, then it's okay because that's what your
Yeah,
business comes down to, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So you have a freebie, honey. And that's why I stalked you. Now, let me tell y'all, viewers and listeners, I hit her up a few times.
She did. And look,
And
I
I get
commend
it.
that persistence. I committed because I was like, I felt bad every time. I was just like, I'm gonna get to her. Something pops up. I'm like, oh my
I
God. I'm like,
know.
I am terrible.
I know. But see, I know as a businesswoman also that I can't just ask one time quietly and expect everybody to drop their world. If I'm moving in 1,000 places, then the people that I'm surrounded by, like Martika, are also moving in 1,000 places. So I have to be mindful of that and give my guests grace. But that doesn't mean I don't stop stalking. Just put me on your girl, like August 31st. Can we do August? I just need I need a date. That's what I need. I need a date.
Oh, a date.
So that's what
Oh
she
my
gave
God.
me, and that's why how we got here. But I wanted to get you on because your freebie is the entire month of July. And I know that part of your marketing is getting the word out there because you are a startup company and you are a competitor with a company that most of us are using if we are serial entrepreneurs and have multiple links and we need one place to house all of those links. So I want to make sure we get you the attention and the visibility that you deserve. So Martika, what you got for us this month, July
All right.
2020? What you got? What you got?
All right. So for July 2020, iLinkPro is giving away 1 year free of the pro subscription. So that's everything. That's not free
Wait a minute,
trial.
wait a minute,
That's
wait a
not.
minute, wait a 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 minute. You said that too fast. It rolled off your tongue too fast. I think some people missed. They
One more
missed
time.
it. One more time. One more time.
All right. So for the month of July, every new user that signs up, you get 1 year free. That's 1 year free, $60 value of iLink Pro's pro version. So that's not the free version. That's not the free trial. It's the pro version. So that means unlimited links and everything, and all of the benefits that come with the pro version. So you can do whatever you want with your iLink Pro. No extra gimmicks. It's 1 year free, just so that we can get the word out.
Right. And it's we got what, 15 more days? So we got 15 more days, people. I gotta edit. video and get this podcast out before I go to bed tonight. And I got to be posting this up and sharing this across the world of these internet streets.
Exactly. Y'all do not want
Yeah.
to miss out.
So the link is inside the description for everyone that is watching and viewing. So just click on the description. The links will all be there. Will take you directly to iLinkPro, and you can sign up. Now, I will tell you that in this age of supporting Black businesses, right, and making sure that we are providing the visibility for each other and the support that we should always be doing, but there's just such a surge of that right now that when somebody gives you something for free, sometimes you don't value it. Sometimes we look at free and we're like, oh, we'll get to that. I need everybody who's listening and watching to not get to that. I need you. Actually, you can pause. You can pause what you're listening to and pause what you're watching right now. Go to the description right now.
There you are.
Yeah. They didn't want me to get this message out, but what I was saying is put me on pause and go to the description and click on iLinkPro. The link is there, and sign up now because you have a whole year to try it out. But we just got some tea that some new technology is coming. Some new bells and whistles may be happening within that year. She thought I missed that, but I didn't miss that tea. So it's gonna get better.
It
Did
can
I
always get better.
can always get better, right? And then the other thing about supporting this right now is that we get to be on a cusp of helping Martika create a stronger model. So we get to be the ones that say, hey, what about this? Or hey, what about that? Like we have access to her to be able to ask for the things that maybe we as consumers want and need, and to give her the opportunity to be able to create that for us. And that is the other thing, is to be on that side of like helping push greatness and excellence in our businesses. That is massive. I think so, as a business owner. So Martika, I'm also going to post the links of where they can find you on these social media streets, because I need your social media to blow up. I need your following to blow up, because we don't have a lot of representation when it comes to digital marketers that are African American. We don't see that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say we don't have it. I'm just going to say we just don't see it. And
Yeah.
so I want people to understand and see that there are faces that look like you and I that are like developing whole apps and not afraid to compete with the big dogs or the first ones that did it. Because we got McDonald's and Burger King. So we can have Linktree and iLinkPro, you know, and
Exactly.
our dollars and cents can represent how amazing of a product you have created. So Martika, is there anything else that you want to share with the viewers before I ask my special question?
I just want to say thank you all to everybody who's watching this, and just know that it is a very special time for you to join iLinkPro, because not only are you getting to, you know, be right there and have the front row seat of a new innovative company that, you know, will be creating more and more digital products as we grow, but you get to grow like from the, you know, be there in the grassroots, and you get to grow with this company and put in your feedback. And you know, we take that into consideration because we're not too big to do that. And you know, we're always there for you guys, you know, no matter what issues that you have, or um, you know, and just the feedback that you have, because we want that. We want to grow. We want to be able to give you what you want and need, especially for businesses and creators, just anybody who wants to share links. We're here, we're listening.
I love it. I love it. So what she said was, she said it eloquently. I'm going to say it the Paula Marie way. What she said was, you got till July 31st to click on that link that's in this description and support this sister, okay? And put your actions where your mouth is. So don't just say you're about supporting Black businesses. Put your actions behind it and support this sister and her Black. I've already signed up. So I'm just saying, I signed up last month when I first saw her and started chasing her down on the Facebook.
I love it.
So Martika, tell us, what is your superpower?
My superpower is iLinkPro, but not just that. I'm a very persistent CEO, and yeah, I mean that's really it. iLinkPro and a persistent CEO. I like how that rhymes.
I like that. Like, you need to do like a little thing on your Instagram, and all it says is persistent CEO, and that's it, baby. That is your tagline. Martika Jones, persistent CEO. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today and allowing me to share you with the world. I definitely appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Paul. I truly appreciate it. I'm so glad you reached out and you didn't stop. You were persistent. You're a persistent CEO too.
No, I got to be a persistent something else because that's your title, honey, and I can't take your title.
Thank you so much again, Paula.
I'm glad to have you. So, this is another episode of Black Girls Do Have Amazing Superpowers with your girl, Paula Marie. And we are so excited to be able to support this brand new business with Martika Jones and iLinkPro. So, the link is below. All right. Make sure you click on it. You have till July 31st, 2020. Is it 31st or 30th?
Yeah, it would be 31st. We'll say 11:59.
Yeah. Yeah. 11:59. That's it. That's all you got. House, internet, streets. Thank you so much. Make sure you like this and subscribe and ring that bell so that you can stay up to date on all of our broadcasts. Have an amazing day and stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for checking out another episode of Black Girls Do Have Amazing Superpowers. Today's episode was sponsored by the Ebony Biz Diva, the online business strategist that helps you save money while you earn money and run your business more effectively. If you would like to be a guest on Black Girls Do, contact Paula Marie at only one Paula Marie at gmail.com.